All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is June 2nd, 2026. My name is Coach Kerrigan, lead instructor here at the BYOB Trading Room. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at the market today, see how we made 2K, and see what we did for guidance. See if we followed the guidance there, and see if we made any profits. All right, so for into the close on the 10-minute chart, we've got got to look like a 10-minute uptrend. I see the sticks and the 3 riding up over a rising 8. It's not by much. It's not much daylight in there between the 3 and the 8. So I got a 10-minute uptrend coming into the close. 2-hour chart. Let's take the VWAP off for a minute. Okay, got the sticks and the 3 riding up on top of the 8 here. So we've got a 2-hour uptrend, just barely. Very little daylight in there. You have to squint to see it. It's a 2-hour uptrend coming into the close. On the daily candle, we got a high here. The high is 760.28. The high here is 760.40. So we've got new all-time high for SPY on the daily candle. Not by much. Anyways, got new all-time high, so that's going to be bullish and in an uptrend. Here's the origin of our rally back here in the end of March. And we rally up here, so end of March, still bullish and in an uptrend. Same with the weekly chart, bullish and in an uptrend. Monthly chart, bullish and in an uptrend. Let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ will start on the 10-minute. 10 minutes got 10-minute uptrend coming into the close. 2-hour chart is got the sticks and the 3 riding up on top of the 8. 2-hour uptrend coming into the close. Daily candle, new all-time. Let's just verify it. The high there, 45.65. The high here is 46.44. So new all-time high on QQQ. That's going to be bullish on and in an uptrend on daily, weekly, monthly, right there. So bullish and in an uptrend. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. New all-time high for Diamond Dow. All right, so that's bullish and in an uptrend. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM is a higher low, higher high, closed over a bullish trap over the 17, top of quadrant 4. That's bullish and in an uptrend for IWM. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU, lower high, lower low, closed over a bullish trap over the rising 17, top of quadrant 4. Still bullish and in an uptrend for FNGU. Let's take a look at silver and gold. Silver for today, higher low, higher high. Couldn't hold the highs. Closed underneath a bearish trap, underneath the falling 17, underneath all-time high anchored VWAP, bottom of quadrant 3. That's going to be neutral and still in an uptrend on silver. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's got a higher low, higher high, closing under a bearish trap under the 17. Still in a downtrend, still bullish because it's in the upper third up here. Not acting bullish, but still bullish up there. It's in the upper third. So there's gold. Let's take a look at USO. All right, USO putting in lower high, lower low, closing over a bearish trap, but under the 17, bottom of quadrant 4. That's going to be bullish, but we're still in the downtrend. We have not made any higher highs on USO. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG is outside day. It's a higher high, lower low, closing under a bullish trap, but over the rising 17. And that is in the middle of quadrant 1. So that's going to be, I'll pan out so you can see it. That's going to be bearish, still in an uptrend on UNG. Let's take a look at internals. T2101, and we made new all-time highs, and you can see the participation and the absolute breadth kind of dipped some more. Another bearish clue right there. T2122. Let's move this out of the way. Actually, just slide them down. All right, so for T2122, we spent the day in the buyer's chop zone. That's a bullish clue right there. Spending the day inside the buyer's chop zone as opposed to spending it inside the seller's chop zone. So that's a bullish clue for T2122. T2123, we've got some lows and we've got some highs. You can see we've got some highs. We made higher highs. So we're in an uptrend. We're up over the hooking 200 SMA. That's where you want to be. If you're a bull, you're up here in the middle quadrant 4. That's bullish, and in an uptrend on the 3-bar on the 15-minute chart. On the 3-bar chart, we are still in an uptrend. We haven't made any lower lows, and we're up here in the middle of quadrant 4. That is bullish. Still up over this rising 200 SMA. That's where you want to be if you're a bull. That's bullish and in an uptrend. T2123. FNGU is right here. We've got there's a high, and so there's a low. They never made a lower low. Okay, so see here we got a low right here. Yeah, we made a lower low right here. Okay, so we're in a downtrend. They squeaked it out by pennies. All right, so FNGU in a downtrend because we made a lower low, and up over the rising 200 SMA is where you want to be if you're a bull. Still bull flagging up there. Still haven't filled the gap. Maybe they filled it. No, they didn't fill the gap here. The bullish gap from yesterday. So this is, I'll pan out so you can see origin starts back here. End of March. Up here, top of quadrant 4 is bullish and in an uptrend for FNGU. All right, and that's it right there. What do we trade today for the market? Let's see what we got here. I think, okay, plan to trade an uptrend to the pre-market call wall 760, downtrend to the put wall 755. So let's look for the uptrend and the downtrend. 760, first one. Let's go over to our chart, and always does this. Pick up the SPY. Pick it up on the 5-minute chart, and you can see price action right here. Got ourselves a 5-minute uptrend right there. We traded this 5-minute uptrend up to the call wall, which was 760, right up there. You can see we closed that. Then from there, we had to pull back all the way back to VWAP. You could have traded that downtrend. It wasn't really bearish. It was still bull flagging up there. And then we had another 5-minute uptrend. Didn't trade either one of these other than I thought probably price might break down hard, but it didn't. So that's it right there, traders. You got any questions? I'll take questions. If not, that's it for me. Let's see the charts, Robert. What do you got? What do you got for me? B, Cisco, Vico. Let's go to the daily candles. Let's turn this off. Okay, B's got to stay up on top of this consolidation up here. That's bullish. You got your, take it back here from the beginning of the year. We could take it right there, or we could take it from beginning of the year right there. You're up here in quadrant 4. You're bullish. You're in an uptrend. You're still looking good. They need to get up on top of this line right here at 298.43 and hold that higher ground if they want to advance up to 350. Okay, they got to get on top of that and hold. You can see they gave it up here. They never passed here. They tried for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Never got over that. They got up there then, and then they got rejected. They got up here again, and they got rejected. Okay, they're not giving up. That's a good sign. But you don't know when they're ready to give up. That's the other thing. All right, so they got to hold up there. All right, they got to get up on top of that line and hold that higher ground. They did well today to close up there, but they've done that before. Once here, 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 and here, and then after that they couldn't close up there until today. So that's still bullish and in an uptrend. Look for some follow through on that candle. Really like to see the follow through on the BE candle for the daily chart. Cisco, CSCO. All right, Cisco, that looks like all-time highs right there. That's bullish and in an uptrend right there. Okay, so you got a breakout right now. Now it's got to just hold this area up here if it wants to go higher. Bullish and in an uptrend for Cisco. Vico. Let's take it back to March. Okay. You're up here in quadrant 4. You're still bullish and in an uptrend. Remember, the rally started back in March. You're still up here in quadrant 4. You have not made any lower lows. So you're still bullish and in an uptrend, but you've tried 1, 2, 3 times here. Got to see some follow through on these candles tomorrow, like this candle and the one on BE. Got to see some follow through on that. And this is breaking out now. So this one just has to hold up there. Could have an inside day. That one would be fine. But the other two, you got to see follow through on the 2 of those. And all of them are bullish and in uptrends. Akamai. All right, Akamai is bullish and in an uptrend. If I put the quad lines on there, right here. So it's up here top of quadrant 4. And have they been up here before? Okay, so you see this spot right here? Back in the .com bubble right there. Well, they're running into that. That's resistance right there. So Akamai's running into resistance right there on the daily chart. It's a nice higher low. They need to produce a higher high. It's bullish in an uptrend. It's the third green candle up, so I don't know if they've got a fourth candle in them. We'll see, but they're right into resistance right there on Akamai. It's still bullish and in an uptrend. It's just that resistance is right there, you know, and it's got to get on top of this number right here. We'll see. They've got 3 green candles. Took them 3 green candles to get all the way back up to here. It may fail. It may still be bullish. It may pull back to the to the lower range of the upper third, and then it may try again. All right, but they need to break through. They're into, like I showed you, resistance from back in 2000. So that's what they're running into right now. That's Akamai. Let's take a look at CDNL. Okay, CDNL, really short range here. Might as well just capture the whole thing. Okay, so try it again. Okay, so you can see you're bullish and in an uptrend right there. Wait, let me just see if you're in a downtrend. No. No. So you're still bullish in an uptrend on CDNL. You're up here in quadrant 4. Things are looking good, bullish right up here. Just need to see some follow through. That trend's got to hold right through here. All right, I like the tails down here. It's a couple of wicks up here, but I like the tails better. And prices up there. It's just climbing up the breakdown candle high up there to take out that all-time high. So this is bullish and in an uptrend on CDNL. Let's take a look at CIN. Right here, we've got, well, that's a new all-time high right there. So that's breaking up over the base. So you can see that's just got to hold on top of, that's resistance right there. It's just got to hold on top of 603 area right up there. Also bullish and in an uptrend. That's looking great. Made a new all-time high on that one. And you got SMH and the stocks had a great day. I'll take a look at those in just a second here. And CR, KR, KNF. All right, this is you got a bearish head and shoulders setting up here, right there. You got a downtrend line right here. You're breaking the downtrend line right there. It's not as strong as the other ones. All right, if I just take it back to here and just try to capture all of 2026, you can see you're still neutral. And you haven't really made any higher highs yet. So this is still neutral and in a downtrend until it makes a higher high. Right there on KR, KNF. All right, so neutral and still in a downtrend. Got to make a higher high. Is definitely a higher low from here, but yet to make a higher high. It's got a little slope going on here, breaking the downtrend. Looks like they kind of held right through here. They still got a ways to go to get bullish. That would be up here around 6,000. Okay, so that's still new. That's neutral. Man, still stuck in a downtrend until it starts making a higher high. And there's the high to beat right there. Okay, so that's all of those. You're welcome. Thank you. Let's take a look at SMH. Yeah, SMH bullish and in an uptrend. Obviously, here's the April low. right there. There's the high. SMH bullish and in an uptrend. Yep, that was awesome. All right, traders, that's it for me. I want to thank you all. We'll see you all tomorrow. We'll do it again. All right? Appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful evening.